to talk about today? Any
पांच
idea?
कोशास, पांच
Panch
कोशास.
koshas. And any idea what it is or what is it related to?
Vague idea. Yes. I want to
Okay.
understand today.
Okay.
I'm sure. Hanji.
Okay. So let's begin. Okay. So what are panch koshas? Okay, let's begin with the word itself. Okay, made up of two words, panch koshas, right? Panch meaning five, right?
Madam, you are on mute. You are mute. You are on mute, madam.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So am I audible now? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let's begin. Okay. So today's topic is panch koshas. Okay. And what does it mean? And what is its relevance? Okay. Why are we studying it? Or why are we, trying to learn it? So basically, panch koshas is made up of two words. Panch meaning five and koshas meaning sheath, covering. Okay. Or kosha also means space, room, right? So what are these panch koshas? Okay. Now, very interestingly, our yogis, okay, divided our body into three. There are three types of bodies. See, basically, let's begin with this. Everything is one, Advaita. That is, everything is, finally, everything merges into one, right? बट वो जब वन का डिवीजन हुआ, क्यों डिवीजन हुआ? बिकॉज आत्मा ने ये शरीर का रूप लिया. तो आत्मा ने जब शरीर का रूप लिया तो वन में से दो हो गया, टू हुआ. आर यू गेटिंग? देयर वाज अ सेपरेशन ऑफ द सोल एंड द बॉडी. दे आर वन, एसेंशियली दे आर वन, बट just for the sake of learning, let's see, we are residing, the soul is residing in the body. So the soul took the form of the body. So दो हुआ, एंड सोल और बॉडी के बीच में एक माइंड का ब्रिज है, माइंड, राइट, दैट कनेक्ट्स अवर बॉडी विद द सोल. सो थ्री हुआ. तो द्वैत में से अद्वैत हुआ, राइट. तो ऋषिज ने क्या बोला? देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ बॉडीज. दैट इज, जो हमें दिखता है वो है स्थूल बॉडी, मटीरियल बॉडी, राइट. पुष्पा मैम कैन सी herself when she looks into the mirror. If I capture in the camera Pushpa ma'am, there would be a picture of Pushpa ma'am, right? Because she exists. वो मटीरियल बॉडी है, तो उसको स्थूल बॉडी बोलते हैं. स्थूल, समथिंग दैट कैन बी सीन, मटीरियल. ओके, देन देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज सूक्ष्म बॉडी. सूक्ष्म इज समथिंग दैट कैन नॉट बी सीन विथ आवर नेकेड आईज, राइट. So we have microscope, right, to see the microbes and the bacteria that cannot be seen with our naked eyes. But that does not mean that the bacteria are not there. Bacteria are there. It's only that you need a microscope to look at it. Are you getting? So ये सूक्ष्म बॉडी भी है, बट हमें नहीं दिखती है. हमें फील होती है बट दिखती नहीं है. तो सूक्ष्म बॉडी. एंड देयर इज थर्ड इज कारण बॉडी, कॉजल बॉडी. कारण बॉडी इज नथिंग बट the accumulation of past karmas, your past lives, if somebody believes in it. Okay. And if you do not believe in past karmas and past life, let's say the DNA that you inherit, उसमें तो आप लोग सब बिलीव करते हो, करना ही पड़ेगा. साइंटिफिक है कि रजिया मैम के डीएनए है, पर्टिकुलर डीएनए के साथ बॉर्न हुए हैं. पुष्पा मैम बॉर्न हुए हैं, आशा मैम पर्टिकुलर डीएनए के साथ बॉर्न हुए हैं. तो वो डीएनए क्या है? इट्स मिस्टीरियस, राइट. व्हाई डू वी पिक अप जीन्स दैट वी पिक अप? ये मिस्ट्री है, किसी को पता नहीं है. मैंने क्यों मेरे पेरेंट्स के साइड में, फादर्स के साइड से ये जीन्स लिए, मदर के साइड से ये जीन्स लिए, एंड आई एम अ कॉकटेल. तो हम जीन्स को तो ना नहीं बोल सकते, बिकॉज साइंटिफिकली डीएनए तो आप देख सकते हो उसको, राइट, स्टडी कर सकते हो. तो उसको पास कर्मास में बिलीव ना करना हो तो डीएनए लीजिए, तो उसको कारण बोलते हैं. कारण इज कॉजल, है ना.
डीएनए प्लीज एक्सप्लेन. इट्स समथिंग ब्लड में जो जीन्स वगैरह होते हैं,
राइट.
डीएनए.
डीएनए तो सीरत मैम, डीएनए क्या हुआ? डीएनए मैंने मेरे पेरेंट्स, एंसेस्टर्स से इनहेरिट किया हुआ है, राइट. उसमें मेरी चॉइस, कॉन्शियस चॉइस थी कि नहीं मुझे पता नहीं है, बिकॉज आई पिक्ड अप सम जीन्स फ्रॉम माय मदर्स पूल, मदर साइड ऑफ द पूल, सम जीन्स फ्रॉम माय फादर साइड ऑफ द पूल. पूर्वज जो बोलते हैं ना हम लोग, पूर्वज, तो वो मुझे लेगेसी मिली हुई है, राइट. वो मुझे ऑलरेडी मिली हुई है, उसमें मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती हूँ. अगर मैंने जेनेटिकली डायबिटीज इनहेरिट किया है या ब्लड प्रेशर इनहेरिट किया है, तो वो किया है, राइट. वो जीन्स मुझे मिल गए हैं, तो वो बोलते हैं कि दैट इज कारण, दैट इज कॉजल. और बहुत सारे लोग मानते हैं पास्ट लाइफ्स में और इन द आफ्टर लाइफ एंड बिफोर लाइफ, दे बिलीव दैट इट इज योर कर्मा दैट अक्यूमुलेट्स, राइट। तो जो नहीं मानते पास्ट लाइफ्स में, वो ध्यान में रखे कि हमारे डीएनए भी इट्स अ कॉजल, कारण शरीर। तो ये शरीर को 3 टाइप में मतलब डिवाइड किया हुआ है। नाउ व्हाट इज दिस 5 पंच कोशस? सी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंगली, हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट 7 चक्रास? एनीबॉडी हियर? आशा मैम सुना है 7 चक्रास? या दो 7 चक्रास आर नथिंग बट यू हैव एनर्जी वॉर्टाइसेस। हमारी जो स्पाइनल कॉलम होती है ना, उसमें देर आर डिफरेंट लोकेशंस एट डिफरेंट प्लेक्सेस, देर आर एनर्जी वॉर्टाइसेस। ओके, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम मूलाधार। ओके, सबसे नीचे मूलाधार, आधार मीन्स द बेस, मूलाधार। ओके, देन यू गो ऑन टू स्वादिष्ठान, then you go to Manipur chakra, then you go to Anahat, which is the heart chakra, then you go on to move on to Vishuddha, right? Right, and then you go on to Agya, and the last one is Sahasrar, the 1000 petaled lotus. तो सहस्त्रार, ऐसे 7 चक्रास है। एंड यू नो व्हाट, इंटरेस्टिंगली इनफ, अगर आप चक्रास में और माइथोलॉजी में नहीं बिलीव करते हो, तो दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। साइंस सेज वी हैव 7 एंडोक्रिनल ग्लैंड्स। The endocrine glands, okay, their situation and location is also such कि मूलाधार के बाजू में ग्लैंड है, राइट? यू हैव टेस्टिस, ओवरीज, स्वादिष्टान के बाजू में है ग्लैंड, एड्रिनल ग्लैंड। ओके, तो करस्पॉन्डिंगली साइंस में भी वी हैव ग्लैंड्स। देयर आर 7 एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स। What do? They control your emotions. 7 endocrinal glands, by their secretion, they control your emotions. तो पहले के ऋषिज काफी साइंस था, ओके, इट्स जस्ट दैट वी डिड नॉट फिगर आउट द साइंस ऑफ इट। ओके, तो ये 7 चक्रास है। इंटरेस्टिंगली, ये 7 चक्रास क्या करते हैं? इट इज जस्ट दैट all of us, okay, have some chakras which are dominant in nature in our life, okay, and some chakras which are hypo and hyper, as in some chakras are functioning more out of balance, some chakras are, okay, imbalanced, and hence वो जो पर्टिकुलर चक्रा है उसका हमें बेनिफिट्स मिलना चाहिए, वो नहीं मिलता है, और हम प्रोग्रेस नहीं करते हैं स्पिरिचुअल पाथ पे। सी दिस टुडेज टॉपिक इज टोटली रिलेटेड टू योर स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी, the physical journey, the emotional journey, the mental journey, and the spiritual journey. And I will explain you how the panch koshas are, related to it. यहाँ तक इंटरेस्टिंग है आप लोगों के लिए? हाँ, 7 chakras, right? What are 7 chakras? What are panch koshas? As we move on gradually, I'll also explain you the correlation. Okay. Okay, why if we are stuck at one particular chakra, it is imbalanced, then what happens in our life, what are the manifestations. Okay, it's very interesting. Okay, so मैंने पहले क्यों 7 chakras समझाया? Because 7 chakras, panch koshas, are all correlated to each other. Now let's move on to panch koshas. Okay, I will try to simplify it. जो technical terms है, I will try to simplify it, but I'll definitely tell you the names. Future में अगर आप किसी, if you read about it, if you go through it, if you want to research about it, you can. Is it okay with you all? हाँ, आज क्विज नहीं है, आज थोड़ा आपको अटेंशन देना पड़ेगा, राइट? और यहाँ थोड़ा ऐसे you'll have to be open, okay? So, but it is, I can assure you one thing, you'll definitely take away something good, okay? Something that is worthwhile, right? So let's begin with the panch koshas. What are the names? Huh? So what are the names of the koshas? Very interesting. Okay. The first kosha is Annamaya Kosh. The first kosha is Annamaya Kosh. See, you all also can add in. Just raise your hand and you can add in if you have something to contribute to this. Okay. So Annamaya. Okay. What is Anna? Simple terms. What is Anna? Food, right? Food. Yeah. Food, right? So by food, how many of you think it's just the food that we eat, or is it something more than the food that we consume? How many of you think that Annamaya Kosh just comprises of food that we eat?
This is Jaisa Anna Vaisa Man.
Beautiful. Jaisa Anna Vaisa Man. So यहाँ पे by Anna they mean the food that we take in, the air that we breathe in, right? The thoughts also that goes in. Basically, anna means the consumption. Okay, whatever you consume to nourish your body, okay, is anna. But यहाँ पे अन्नमय कोश basically relates to your gross body. ये जो मेरी body है, right? ये मेरी gross body, material body है. इसके लिए क्या क्या चाहिए? Food, water, air and prana. These are the 4 basic things that I need. मुझे रोज मुझे खाना चाहिए. Am I right? All of us need food. So food. Second is water. We cannot do without water. Third is food, water.
Yeah.
What else?
Air.
Air
Air.
and agni.
Without air, we can't breathe the oxygen. And the last is prana. Now, all of you, please tell me, out of the 4, that is food, water, air and pran, which is the most important thing? Most. जिसके बिना हम लोग few seconds या few minutes भी नहीं रह सकते.
Prana. Prana.
Here we go. Air, right? फिर उसके बाद आता है, उसके बाद क्या आएगा? Food या water?
Yeah.
Air
Water.
आएगी. Then water and then food. See that, right? The hierarchy is also such कि last में food आएगा, right? तो ये 4 चीजें हमें चाहिए हमारी मटेरियल बॉडी को हेल्दी रखने के लिए. We cannot do without it. That is our अन्नमय कोश, right?
इसी
Now the
प्राण से
अन्नमय
मतलब
कोश.
तेजल, इसमें प्राण से क्या मतलब है? प्राण.
There was pran also, but we'll go to the next kosha and then you will understand it better. Pran basically is the life force. Okay. So they say that when you breathe in, you just do not breathe oxygen, because if you were just breathing oxygen, then oxygen can be made artificially. Now the heart can be made artificially, liver can be made artificially. So what happens when one dies? Okay, what is it that goes away that when one dies? It's a big question mark, because everything now can be made artificially. The heart can be made, the liver can be grown, the heart can be, the skin can be grown. Okay, but there's something that leaves us when we die. So that is Pushpa ma'am, the pran energy, the life force. Okay, so Annamaya is the basic foundation on which our physical body is built. Okay, I'll just tell you the name. Then we have Annamaya Kosh, then we have Pranamaya Kosh, then we have Manomaya Kosh, then we have Vijnanamaya, and then last में Anandamaya Kosh. We'll study one by one. Okay. Now हम लोग यहाँ पे अभी यहाँ पे अन्नमय कोश पे है. You know what? Surprisingly, most of us are busy with this question. Most of us. Yeah, if you think about your day, most of your day goes into, of course, breathing is like semi-involuntary. You can't do without it, right? But most of us think about the food. Most of us. And it's just throughout the world, right? हाँ, Noreen ma'am के एक smile आ गया ना face पे, that all of us, the morning we wake up, I mean, every morning it's like breakfast. अभी breakfast हुआ नहीं के lunch हुआ नहीं के dinner. If you have a party at your place, what kind of food are you going to serve? If you go to marriages, what kind of food would you be served? So food is a very, very important part of most of our lives. And there is nothing wrong with it, because it is something that nourishes you. But it becomes problematic when you spend 60% of your day thinking, consuming, and talking about food. Am I right or wrong? And all of us do it. I am also equally a culprit. Okay? I also equally, indulge myself. So what they say is that Annamaya Kosh, okay, is just the beginning of your spiritual journey. Okay, you have to have your food. You have to nourish yourself. But you don't have to indulge in it. As in, आपका पूरा दिन और पूरा thought process और पूरी energy उसमें ही लग जाए. When will you go for a walk? When will you learn how to sing? When will you learn how to be creative? You won't have the energy. Right? So it is needed. It is the base. Building का base होता है वो बहुत ही strong होना चाहिए. But it's just that you have to nourish yourself to keep your physical body fit and healthy, so that this is not the end. So that you can think good thoughts, you can meditate, okay? You can learn, you can read, and you can move ahead. So Annamaya Kosh has to be taken care of, but you don't have to completely indulge in food and, Are you getting my point here, Annamaya Kosh? You know what are the, it is related to the Muladhara chakra also. Okay. Annamaya Kosh, what are the emotions that are related to Annamaya Kosh? Can somebody kind of make a guess? What are the emotions that would be related to Annamaya Kosh? If a person is just engaged with food and material stuff, what are the kind of emotions a person would have or mostly experience? Asha ma'am, you need to unmute yourself. Asha ma'am, unmute. Asha ma'am, unmute. Yeah. Yeah. You haven't unmuted, Asha. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
If somebody has sent you something with love, and that day you cannot consume it or something, then you feel very, out of, like, like how to means, appreciate what somebody has sent so much with love, like that.
Okay.
That
Wow.
is also
This
one.
is the positive appreciation of the food.
Yeah.
But agreed. But when you are related, when you just think about the material stuff, what are usually the emotions that are attached to it? It's what the emotions those that are attached to it. Yes, Razia ma'am, you need to unmute yourself. Razia ma'am, unmute yourself. Yeah, you just need to unmute yourself. Razia ma'am, unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
स्मेल और टेस्ट और स्मेल के बारे में सोचते हैं अपन। जब फूड आया तो विजुअलाइज करते हैं और वही सोचते हैं।
Agreed. So
कैसा
consumption,
taste
basically
होगा?
consumption. Yeah, agreed. So the emotions that are related to this is consumption related, as in you become very material. Okay, of course, you become materialistic in nature. Okay, you have the greed to store. Greed is also a very, very, very dominant emotion here, because since you want to feed yourself and we always feel that we will not have enough, we become greedy. We become hoarders. Okay, you all the time, people who's this Annamaya Kosh is very dominant, keep on thinking about material stuff. Better car, better house, better food. It's mostly on the materialistic plane. Right? When you see, at times you meet people, there are some people who are, all of us are material because we have a material body. So it's not possible to be without, materialistic goals. But there are some people that you meet who would always talk about material stuff. Cars, houses, clothes, food. जितनी भी बातें होगी ना, सब material ही होगी. Just think about it. They'll only and only talk about, they won't talk about books. They won't talk about music. They won't talk about abstract art. They won't talk about emotions that are abstract. They'll only think about mostly material stuff. Because ये अन्नमय कोश का implication है. It's basically that kosha is related to those emotions. Right? So they say, अन्नमय कोश के लिए क्या करना होता है? What do you do about अन्नमय कोश if you want to move on from अन्नमय कोश to pranamaya kosh? So I'll explain, before going further, I'll explain you pranamaya kosh. I'll explain you the two and then we'll move on to the other. Okay, so ye annamaya kosh hua. Now the next one is pranamaya kosh. The word prana, Pushpa ma'am, as you asked, what is the meaning of word prana? Prana means the life force. Yeah, for us it is breathing, right? हमारे लिए the point of contact with the outside world is of course the 5 sensory organs and the breath that you take, right? How am I connected to the outer world? I take in the oxygen from the universe. I give out carbon dioxide. In the simplest form, में ये exchange हमेशा होता रहता है. Minutest second, okay? Fraction of a second में ये exchange होता रहता है. That I take in the oxygen, I give out the carbon dioxide. This is the exchange that happens. Are you all with me? ये exchange ये होता रहता है. और जब तक ये होगा तब तक we are surviving, right? But they say it's not just the oxygen that you take in, right? How much of oxygen do you take in? How do you use it? Okay, depends, your health depends on it. So if you see some people who breathe well, who breathe correctly, okay, who are in gratitude, they look much more healthier than others. We take in the same oxygen, right? The amount differs, the health also differs. Some people are dull, lethargic. Some people are like, they are like filled with energy. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, filled with energy. हम लोग नहीं बोलते हैं शिरीन मैम कि अब किसी से मिलो तो अरे दैट पर्सन वाज फिल्ड विथ एनर्जी. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस एनर्जी? एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है. कैसे हम उसको डिफाइन करें? हम उसको फील कर सकते हैं. तो व्हाट इज प्राणमय कोर्स? Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha is related to your breathing activity. It's not just on the physical level, it is breathing, but on the mental level, it is the life force that you are able to receive and the life force that you are able to spread around you. Yeah, Asha ma'am, the life force that we take in, able to receive from the universe, because all of us, okay, have different reception. जैसे एंटीना होता था, पता है टीवी के जमाने में ऊपर एंटीना होता था. टीवी बिगड़ गया तो we used to go up and kind of adjust the antenna. Do you remember? And once the antenna was adjusted properly, it started receiving the signal and then you could watch your show. Yeah, it is just that people who are fine tuned, the breathing is fine tuned with the cosmos, with the universe, are able to better take in the life force. And यहाँ पे प्राणायाम का word आया. प्राणायाम. Ayam is nothing but disciplined breathing. It was not just to discipline the oxygen and the carbon dioxide, but it was to discipline the different kind of vayus in your body. We have pancha vayus, okay, that I can share and I can discuss about the pancha prana that we have. It is called as pancha prana, the 5 different types of vayus. Just imagine the kind of knowledge we have. Isn't it sad that we are throwing it away? The pancha pranas that we have, disciplining those pancha pranas and pancha upapranas. So in all, we have 10 different kinds of vayu. Right? Hanumanji is related to vayu. Do you know this? Hanuman Putra, Vayu Putra. You know how many faces does Hanuman has? 10 faces. 10 मुखी हनुमान होते हैं और पंचमुखी हनुमान भी होते हैं. कभी आपने सोचा है ये? Because it is related to the panch pranas and the panch upapranas. So pranayam was not just to design to take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, but to regulate your breathing in such a way that you could take in the life force. अभी simple terms में कृषा मैम ने अभी आपको इससे पहले I was just looking at the exercises, right? What was she teaching you on a physical level to do various kind of exercises to maneuver your muscles, manipulate your muscles and your ligaments but she said focus on your breathing. She said ध्यान मुद्रा में करो. Didn't she say that ध्यान मुद्रा में करो? What was it? It was nothing but disciplining your pranas, the different kinds of pranas and vayus. It was purely disciplining your vayus. This is your pranamaya kosha, right? This is your pranamaya kosha. Now just think of this. हम लोग अन्नमय कोश पे मटेरियल लेवल पे थे. अभी हम लोग प्राणमय कोश पे आए. तो ये क्या हुआ? मटेरियल है या एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है? ये कोश कहाँ पे है? Is it material? Is it non-material? What is it? What do you think? अन्नमय तो मटेरियल था. अभी प्राणमय क्या हुआ? मटेरियल हुआ, नॉन मटेरियल हुआ या क्या हुआ? आपका ब्रीदिंग क्या है?
It's the feeling that goes with it.
Is it material or non-material or a mix of both?
Non-material.
What if? Okay, Asha ma'am says non-material. Okay.
It is a mix of both because the meditation, while doing the meditation, it's effect of our body also. So
it's a mix of both. It's a mix because oxygen and carbon dioxide are very material in nature. They are the gases material in nature. The prana energy that we talk about is immaterial in nature. Immaterial matlab useless nahi hai. Immaterial is opposite of material. It is immaterial in nature. So when you focus on your breathing, that is when you move one step ahead and focus shifts from your physical body to your. आप जब आंख बंद करके ब्रीदिंग करते हो तो आपका फोकस कहाँ शिफ्ट होता है? From your physical body, it starts moving to your subtle prana breathing. Am I right? So it's a combination of material as well as immaterial. Okay. Now pranamaya is related to your breathing. Okay. What are the emotions that are attached to the pranamaya kosha? Can anybody just think of it? What do we? हम जब प्राणायाम करते हैं. Okay. So what is it? I'm basically related to. What is your breathing basically related to? What are the emotions that you think? What would be the implication of disciplined breathing?
It's our feelings, the emotions that we are carrying inside.
Okay, it actually helps you regulate the emotions. Very good. The breathing helps regulating the emotions. Lovely. Anything else? What are the dominant emotions?
Calmness. Absolute calmness.
Sensation in the body.
Very beautiful. The word is sensation and जो perception होता है ना दो, when आप breathing करते हो ना, आपको realize होते हैं what are the sensations that are happening in your body. What sensations are? You are very right, Noreen ma'am. Sensations are आपको calmness लगेगा. कभी लगेगा because you have restlessness in your body. When you do pranayam, okay, that restlessness kind of goes down, right? Your heart rate goes down. Your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. So you feel more restful, you feel calm, and you start experiencing these subtle sensations, जो usually हम लोग नहीं experience करते हैं. Am I right or wrong? Usually
This
हम लोग नहीं
also
experience
disciplines
करते.
our body. The pran that we do, though, this also
Yeah.
disciplines our body and makes it effective. Like how we must go forward in our life. That's the thing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's disciplining. It's not just disciplining the breathing part. Of course, with the breathing, it's disciplining your body itself.
Body also.
Because now we are going to move from material to immaterial. है ना? हम लोग आगे बढ़ने वाले हैं. हम मनोमय कोश की तरफ अगर हमारी जर्नी जाने वाली है, तो हम मटेरियल से इमटेरियल की तरफ जाने वाले हैं. वो तभी जा सकते हैं. हाँ.
Can we say it gives us strength, which immunity also?
Of course.
Inner strength.
Yeah. Because see, bodily अगर आप strong नहीं होंगे ना, तो आगे की journey कैसे होगी? See, as simple as if you want to meditate, you need to sit at one place, right? Or at least pay focus, mental focus, attention. How is it possible if there is a ache in your body, if your hands are aching? Okay, if my back is aching right now, if my back was aching, I wouldn't be able to share with you the way I would share without the ache. So if you have aches and hurts and pains, you won't be able to pay attention physically and emotionally. Am I right, Seerat ma'am? Yeah. So of course it strengthens your body physically, right? Physically वो strong करती है, ताकि आपको prepare कर रही है to enjoy and to experience those subtle emotions that we usually don't if we are just stuck with Annamaya Kosh. Because Annamaya is a very gross and material plane. अगर बोले तो that plane. So if you are stuck in that, you won't be able to experience those fine emotions. For example, a person stuck with Annamaya Kosh, okay, passes by a forest. An example, passes by a forest. उसको forest की beauty से कुछ लेना देना ही नहीं है. उसको forest की beauty से लेना देना ही नहीं है, because the forest and the birds and the bees and the songs, okay, are not the emotion that he or she is kind of involved with. He and she would be busy. Okay, when do I move out of the forest? When do I get to my house? When do I get to my car? Okay, I'm wasting my time in the forest. The person would feel I'm just wasting my time in the forest. ये forest मुझे क्या देने वाला है? कुछ नहीं. Are you getting me? So this would be the pattern of thought for that person, right? तो योगीज और ऋषिज ने बहुत अच्छी तरह ये डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ है कि हम जब प्रोग्रेस करते हैं स्पिरिचुअल पाथ में, हाउ आवर इमोशनल मेकअप and how our reception of the world changes. The outer world is as it is, right? The outer world is going to be as it is. But since your inner world is changing, you would see the outer world in a different way. Are you all with me? Getting it? You might notice the tree that you did not notice in years. आप वो tree को देखोगे. You might actually start looking at the birds. This is the difference that it brings in. Spiritual journey और कुछ नहीं है. वहां पे कहीं पे भी हमें hell या heaven में नहीं जाना है. It's just that your existence can become hell and heaven every minute because of your choice. There is no hell, there is no heaven outside. Everything is within you. Everything is within you. When we are in tremendous pain, we feel the hell here right now. When we are in a blissful state, we feel the heaven here right now. हम लोग experience करते हैं. So hell and heaven is just within you, your internal states. All right. So are you getting? वो कहीं बाहर नहीं है. हम geographically कहीं पे भी hell या heaven नहीं है. सब कुछ अंदर ही है. इसीलिए बोलते हैं कि वो अंदर internal world को change करो, adjust करो, you will start experiencing beautiful moments. It's as simple as that. Okay, so हम लोग प्राणमय कोश पे आए. प्राणमय कोश को the energy body, the energy sheath भी बोलते हैं. अन्नमय कोश को the food sheath भी बोलते हैं. अभी थर्ड उस पे आए. Just see the progression. अभी थर्ड पे आए the मनोमय कोश. What is the name? The manomaya kosha. मन, you know what मन? What is मन? हम बोलते हैं ना इसका मन बहुत चंचल है, इसके मन पे बहुत कंट्रोल है. What is मन?
Attitude.
Ego.
Our feelings,
Not ego. Yeah.
our
Buddhi.
emotions, our feelings are attached to it.
Feeling. Yes, yes. Man is basically this accumulation of your feelings and emotions.
Emotions, yeah.
You know, so basically just think of it. वेस्ट में ब्रेन को डिवाइड किया है कॉन्शियस, सबकॉन्शियस, अनकॉन्शियस, राइट? ऐसे डिविजन है. हमारे यहाँ ब्रेन के फंक्शन को, माइंड को 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया हुआ है. मनो, बुद्धि, अहंकार, चित्त. मन, बुद्धि, अहंकार एंड चित्त. 4 divisions. अहंकार is your self identity, right? Mana is where your emotions are stored. Okay? Buddhi is your discriminating power. Buddhi matlab to discriminate right from wrong, whether this is right or this is wrong. It's called as buddhi. हम बोलते हैं भगवान हमें बुद्धि दे, सद बुद्धि दे, so that you can say that this is wrong and this is right. And the last one is chitta. Chitta is consciousness. Chitta is equal to consciousness. Consciousness is where your past memories and past life memories and all the memories, universal memories are stored. So how beautifully, okay, किसी फॉरेन के साइकोलॉजिस्ट या साइकेट्रिस्ट को बोलना चाहिए कि वी हैड डिवाइडेड दिस फंक्शनिंग ऑफ ब्रेन इनटू 4 कंपार्टमेंट्स, नॉट जस्ट, ऑफ कोर्स सबकॉन्शियस कॉन्शियस तो था ही, लेकिन ये 4 कंपार्टमेंट में डिवाइड किया. चित्त था, मन, अहम, अहम बुद्धि, अहंकार, चित्त. 4 parts. Isn't it amazing? Imagine
I just want to know, you said Annamaya Kosh is food, shelter. Pranamaya is what? What shelter?
Breath plus prana. Your breath, breathing plus prana energy. Prana energy is the, elan vital, the universal force.
What sheet it is? What sheet it is?
Sheet is the second one.
Huh?
Second.
No, I'm talking of the Pranamaya. What sheet it is?
It's energy sheet.
Pranamaya is food and Pranamaya is what?
Is energy sheet. It is called the energy sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Annamaya is called the food sheet. Okay. Basically, the material sheet also. Right.
And this Manomaya is called what?
It's called the
Feelings.
emotional sheet.
Emotion.
The mental sheet also, the emotional sheet.
Okay.
So just think of this कि हम लोग बुद्धि को 4 ब्रेन के फंक्शन को 4 में डिवाइड किया था. Okay, where was I? I just lost the train of my thought. Just a minute. Can somebody tell me where was I? Yeah. So मन. Okay. Now just see the progression कि हमने पहले बॉडी पर कंट्रोल लाया. अगर मनोमय कोश पे वर्क किया तो बॉडी पे कंट्रोल आया. बॉडी को हमने हेल्दी और न्यूट्रिशियस, we gave body the required health and nutrition. Then we moved on to the pranamaya kosh, that is you regulate your breathing with the help of pranayama, and all breathing exercises, so that the prana vayu, the different kinds of vayus are regulated and they function the way they are supposed to function. Now when you do this, you move on to manomaya kosh. Manomaya kosh is where your emotions are there. Manomaya kosh is related to your anahat chakra, the heart chakra that we say. We say no, the heart chakra is called anahat chakra. Okay, नीचे था मूलाधार, उस पर था स्वादिष्टान, उस पर था मणिपुर. मणिपुर तक हम लोग मटीरियल प्लेन में स्टक थे. Okay, till मणिपुर चक्र, it is all about material and your breathing. Okay, now we move on to anahat. Anahat is related to emotions, right? तो मनोमय क्या है? मनोमय sheet, that is the manomaya kosh, is related to your emotions. Now why is it important to you've kind of done your work on your physical body, you've done your work on your pranamaya kosha, that is your breathing. Now you have to do your work on emotions. Why? Because now we are moving from material to, what did I say? We are moving from material to, मैंने क्या बोला था? Material to immaterial. Your emotions are immaterial. Can you see your emotions? Can you see your emotions? No. But can you feel it? Can you feel it? Of course, yes. Right now, if you are
Yes,
getting
of
bored,
course you can.
yeah, right now, if you are getting bored, for example, okay, it's not an emotion, but it's a feeling of getting bored. Okay, then you might not be able to explain it, but you definitely feel it. Okay, your body language changes, your attention goes away somewhere. You are able to feel it that I'm getting bored. If you are feeling interested right now, you can't explain, you can't show it to somebody, but you can feel it that I'm feeling interested. And I also cannot see it, but through your body language and through your energy movement, I can also see that you're interested, because the whole body language changes because of that energy movement. Okay, you become alert. Okay, your posture changes, your response changes, your muscle movement changes. But all these sensations are felt, cannot be shown. You can feel them. Am I right? तो अभी हम लोग ने ग्रेजुएशन किया, राइट? अभी हम लोग ने किंडरगार्टन से, ओके, हम लोग अभी ग्रेजुएट हुए, किंडरगार्टन से अभी फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में आ गए.